Are you ready now? Jesus. Man, this guy. All right, guys and girls, let's get this over with. Check this out. All right, the first thing we're gonna do, we got this car jacked up just a little bit, and we got a little pan up under there. All right? To get to this, the easiest way is removing the radiator with the electric fans included with it. Keep it all together. All right, let's walk over here and look what we got over here. All right, now the first thing we're gonna do is wait. What the heck? Guys, go look at this. Right here, look at this. Look at the cover. No, this is not, even though it looks perfectly cut, this is not supposed to be this way.
Oh, what's it? Oh, this is like built threads.
I don't know. I don't know if that's belt threads or... yeah, it looks like kind of fiber in it.
Yeah, this built threads.
Oh man, look at that thing right there. Look at that,
So yeah, they built threads right there.
Look how far, the problem is, look how the belt is extruding over the cam gear. That is not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be back. So we got an issue going on down there that's something's not holding that belt back. There's like a guide, might be two, but and I believe that's what's going on. The belt came out and cut the cam sensor wire, crank sensor wiring. It looks like it could have shut the cam. No, the cam is up here. But wow, man. All right, looks like we're gonna be doing more than what we're supposed to be doing here. But all right, that's our job. Okay, I took this little cover off. Now guys, this is what we call, like I told you guys before you check on our visit, you gotta have a party line. You might wonder, what is that? The party line is you build you a line of the parts you take off. As you take off a part, you put it in a line.
You tell them the Soul Train line. You know,
no, party line. It's a Soul Train line. We don't do it the way you want to, and I do it the way I want. Now, party line. This is the first part we took off.
First part fell off.
You put it right here. Matter of fact, what we're going to do here is we're going to extend our ramp a little bit more. All right. Now, as we take off parts, we're going to put them down in the line. So when we go to put this stuff back together, we just start from the end of the line and work our way back. And we try to keep the bolts, some of the bolts there as well. So that's a good way, instead of some backyard way of throwing parts everywhere in a bucket. Even shops do that way, man. That's so nasty. You throw parts in a bucket or a box or under your carton, or put yourself on a line like that. Now, if we can do it out here in the open with a truck and a ramp, shops can do it. All right, let's get back over here. Stop messing around. All right, the first thing we're gonna do, guys and girls, is take off this plastic cover right here. Man, it is so good to have a good cameraman. Even though I'm telling you all this, Billy Bob is bad, boy. That boy can. I be watching his videos. That boy can shoot some cameras, man.
I think looking at everything else, like this problem right here. So
what?
See, take note as well. You see the cover on, bro, right here?
Yeah, that's a good point, guys. You want to make sure, you want to look around and see everything that's broken, because you don't want the customers later on saying, hey, that wasn't like that before you worked on it. So that's a good point. In the video, you can't beat video. All right. First of all, we got these little connectors right here. Looks like that one just popped right out. And actually, something's missing here. They're supposed to be pins inside there. And just matter of fact, just like these right here. Looks like somebody tried to taking them off. Then you got these right here.
Hold on, let me go along and give a demonstration.
Yeah, because some of them is missing. Matter of fact, we're gonna pop that out. So. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, you got, now why this one is here, I don't know. But the center of that is a screw, plastic. This is all plastic, and the outside just stay there. So what you gotta do is try to hold the center one, the outside one down, and slowly unscrew that one just enough so you can probably get up under it. And here it comes. I hate these things.
Yeah, because they don't want to unscrew all the time.
All right, so now I got a little lip right there. So I'm gonna do is put my fingernail up under that screw, and hopefully try to get that thing out. This ain't unscrewing at all. Why, man? This is bad. When you have a little problem like this from the beginning,
they will slow you down and tell you.
Yeah, you know what? All right, I'm not gonna sit here and play around. Get my dikes. Just pull it up just like that. All right, go to the next one. Hey, this is stuck. That's why these things are bent like that. Pull that one up just like that. Go to the next one. Pull that up. All right. Now this cover shield come right. And actually, this looks like it's supposed to have more. But those 4 are missing. So we're gonna do is take this off. Bring it to the side over here.
Hey.
Huh?
I just seen that condenser rot.
What?
The condenser just rot when you mount the car.
All right, hold. Let me put this up here. Put out tabs with it. Let's see what Billy Bob is talking about here.
See?
All right, guys. This is another issue. On these cars, the condenser is supposed to be bolted to the radiator, which means somebody did a radiator something. Now, if you look over here, you can see how far it's apart, and you see the bolt is actually gone. And I don't know what the heck somebody did. And over this way, because what's supposed to happen is the condenser is supposed to set into a slot at the bottom,
And bolts onto the
and
radiator
the bolts
right
onto
there.
the radiator. And this is definitely off. This the only thing good about this is this saves some time. We definitely got to put some kind of bolts back in there, and this thing will rattle around and mess up. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is have our pan, get our drain pan, and set our drain pan up under there anywhere, whatever. Matter of fact, we're gonna be right about in this area, so we set it down right about there. All right, moving right along. Get us a pair of vice grips. What we're gonna do? Take off this clamp on the upper radiator hose, and you can use pliers or anything. I like using vice grips. Swing that clamp back, and make sure you leave it in a way that you can get to it easy when you go to put it back on. All right, the reason why I'm taking off here and not here is because I want to make sure I got nothing in the way of the front of this motor. I'll get a screwdriver for that. In fact, let's get that right now. Let's get a flat screwdriver. Then I just... You ain't got to watch me walking nowhere.
Man.
You messing up my mojo. I'm on this. All right, so what we're going to do is take a little screwdriver and just want to break the seal off in there. So make sure you get right up under it, just like that. All right. And make sure our pan is up on. Now you can start draining the antifreeze out if you want at the bottom, but this is much quicker. Huh.
Nothing come out of that thing.
Ain't nothing come out of there. All right, we're good with that then. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is right here, down here. Let's move this wiring out of the way. This wiring is your cam and the crank sensor. Let's get that out of the way, and we got another clamp right down there. So we're gonna hold our hose out the way, and Billy Bob's gonna hold those out the way. And what we're gonna do is take off this clamp to the bottom radiator hose.
We might get some antifreeze this time.
Yeah, since this is the bottom, we gotta screw this together, back it up. Remember, leave it in a position where you can make sure you can get it later on. Or, if better yet, take these clamps off, get you some regular ones. All right, next, let's see if we can turn this. Nope, it's tight. Get my screwdriver, get right between there, break that seal around it. If you don't get out of my way, I'm gonna stab you with this screwdriver.
It's all right. All of it's gonna pay off come tomorrow. Eat that whooping and motor comeback.
All right, that's right, guys. Check it out. We're gonna be live streaming me against Billy Bob in Mortal Kombat. All right, so y'all want to check that out. All right, got that loose, hopefully. All right, here we come. Now, as it starts coming off, make sure I pan down here. And I ain't liking this because I ain't seeing no antifreeze whatsoever. But there's got to be something here, right? Oh man, you see how dirty that was? That looked like straight water. Dang.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when you putting water into your system, 9 times out of 10 you about to rust everything out. So that's why it's best to have antifreeze.
Dang. All right, guys, girls, we are just about loose. Get out the way. The next thing we're gonna do down here, look down in here. You got a nut right there. Can you see that? Or you need some light?
Nah, I'm good. I'm the
Need some light?
cameraman. Didn't I just say I was good?
You need some light?
Nah, I'm gonna need it because you in the way.
There. See that bolt right there?
I saw it before, man. Get the light out of my way.
All right, why didn't you put out some extensions over here? Why you got me one little extension, man? All right, guys, girls, let me go get some more tools because Billy Bob didn't put all my tools. So I'll be right back.
This guy, y'all, slow as molasses. Come on, man. Relax this pork faster than that. Come on.
We ain't supposed to be recording this, man. Damn it.
Yeah, I know. Come on. Let's get it.
All right, guys and girls, we got 2 bolts on each side. Let's see what size they are. Okay. Got a 12mm, and I got a 12mm deep 3/8 drive with a long extension, like 12-inch extension. And what I'm gonna try to do is hopefully here is use my little Craftsman cordless gun, see if it has enough torque to take that off. And it does. Definitely want to get you one. Set that right there. Let's go to the other side. I don't know what the heck. What the heck? That sounds like it's loose. Or this is a different bolt altogether. I don't even know if that's the same one. Get out the way. All right, we got that off right there. Now we're not done yet. We'll set those 2 bolts to the side. Now, next, down here. Down here, man.
Hey, when we done, just go ahead and drop me off with the assembly line somewhere.
All right, let's see if you can see this now. Oh, why are you over here? Inside here, damn it. All right, you see those 2 bolts right there?
Might need that light. Yep, let's go.
You need light?
No, I got it.
All right, there's 2 bolts on this side, and this is the oil cooler right here. And it's bolted to the radiator. There's 2 bolts right here, and over here, there's another 2 bolts. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is, let's make this easier, and I'm gonna take this shield down. All right, let's see how this shield comes down. What size bolts is this? Okay, 12, man. Shut up.
Mine like a 10 over here.
Shut up.
Okay. Next.
All right, we got 12mm bolts. Let me see if I can.
Bolt.
Let's get my gun in here. No, that ain't gonna be good, so we're gonna have to get some here. All right, let me get my 12mm ratchet.
These are the other bolts along the frame.
All right, so let's get our back ones first. Okay, 1. 2. All right, let me take these bolts out and be right back. All right, we got the 2 bolts out right there. Now let's go over this side, and you see up here, got a 12mm right there. Uh-oh. So looks like that. We gotta loosen that up. All right, loosen that up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on this side, and there's one in the same place as that, opposite side. Loosen that up. Now, put my gun up there. Be careful, because the pan will start coming down. Not yet. It ain't gonna come down yet. All right, take this one out. Take that one out. Now we got 2 more. Get our ratchet so we can loosen up. Right up here in the front. Pitch right here. Up here.
I had to slide down.
Okay. You got it?
Yep.
One right there. And loosen it up. And one right over here. Loosen that up. Loosen it up. Hold the pan in place while you're going to take them out. Alright, on this side. Alright, you see I got my hand holding up the pan. Slowly bring your pan down. Now, this pan right here, we are not going to put on the party line because it's kind of big. What we're going to do is take all our bolts that we took out of here. We're going to set them in it, and we're going to set this to the side. All right? Be right back. Over here. All right, guys, next thing we're going to do, we need to unbolt this oil cooler, because this oil cooler is going to be in the way of taking this thing out of here, especially being that the condenser's right above this. All right? So the first thing we do, now we got our pan for our antifreeze up under here. That's for antifreeze. This antifreeze is dirty anyway. I don't think that matters. We can mix this, but now we got a pan for some transmission fluid, because what we need to do is disconnect the oil cooler lines right here, 1 and 2. So what we're gonna do is move this pan out the way. Let's go over here first. And what's up here? Vice grips. Get us a pair of vice grips. And you got the little clamp right there. Get that clamp. Back that clamp up. Alright, now let's squeeze this together. Still not enough. Gotta make sure that thing is close in to back it up just like that. Alright, let's get our pan up under it. Let's see if it's loose enough. It is loose enough. Let's get it and pull that hose off. Alright, that's transmission fluid. Dang it.
Somebody gonna have a transmission problem after a while.
Heck yeah. Alright. Now, a good thing what you can do here, guys and girls, you can get you a bolt, a 3/8 size bolt, and stick in there, and that'll stop this thing from leaking instantly. Alright, the next thing we're gonna do, we got one over here now. So now what we're gonna do is go over here. And you know what? It's better to use some needle nose on that one because that's in the way. So what we're gonna do is get our needle nose, our hose pliers. You can use some regular needle nose and squeeze it together. Back it up like that. Move the pan over. And make sure you move it over just enough so you can still get transmission fluid dripping out of there so you can catch both of them at the same time. And then what we're going to do here is grab our hose pliers, twist it, take that off of there.
While you're using hose pliers, you take notice how his pliers was holding on to the hose. You want to make sure you don't punch the hose.
Definitely. Yo, and also, make sure you speak louder because that microphone.
Yeah, it is behind me, right?
Yeah. So, all right, we got that. Next, come up here in the front. Now, what you want to do now is get you, and what I got here, where is it? I got me a 6-inch, 1/4-inch drive extension. You can use a 3/8, but what's important about it is the socket on the end. This is a 10mm swivel socket, 1/4-inch drive. You can get you a 3/8 drive, whatever one, just make sure it's a swivel. And I got me an adapter here, 1/4-inch to 3/8. Now up here, let's get this. You got one bolt right here that's holding this hose onto the radiator. So what we're gonna do here, here's my ratchet. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna loosen this up because I'm not sure if the gun will be able to take this off. Now this one I don't need a swivel. This one you can probably use a straight. All right, that's what I'm gonna do is loosen it up. And now the oil cooler is right here. And you see on the end of this oil cooler, there's two 10mm bolts. So now this is where you use your swivel. Okay, I'm just loosening it up. Loosen that one up. And you follow over here along the other side. And there's supposed to be two more, but it looks like one of them is missing. So we just got the bottom one. All right. Now that I got that done, now what I can do here is use my gun. And you gotta be very careful because sometimes that gun spins too fast. This thing will slap around, maybe come off and pop you in the face or something. So take it off very carefully, just like that. Let's go over here to this one. Take that one off. Let's go here to the other ones. Alright. And then one more. Now what you want to do here is get this one on. Put these bolts down. You want to get this one set on because remember, when you take this out, this whole thing going to drop. So you got this like this, and then you take your other hand and hold that condenser, hold that oil cooler up. Got it. Now we can just lay it down. All right. Now that's out of the way. Let's let that rest right there. And we are good to go. Look at this. This is out of the way. This is already out of the way for us. All right. Now we got it all down here disconnected. Now what you want to do is, you got your bolts right here that you took out. Just take them just so they don't get it. Matter of fact, leave them out. So make sure we can get that radiator out of here. But keep these bolts in hand. All right, let's go to the top. Be right back. All right, let's go, man. Let's go. All right, we're on the top, guys and girls. Here we go. The next thing we're gonna do, see this bleeder right here? Gotta take this bleed off. Be careful with this car, because sometimes a lot of people lean onto that plastic, because that plastic covers this line up, and they break the tip of that radiator off. That's probably what happened to the last one. But now there's two ways of doing this. We can disconnect from here, or we can disconnect it from here. What we're gonna do is disconnect it from here. Grab our needle nose, our vice grips, squeeze the clamp, bring it back. All right, like that. Get our hose pliers, twist it, and at the same time, backing it off. All right, we're good to go on that. Next thing we're gonna do, down there. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is let's disconnect our electric fans. And right here, you got a plug right here. See that plug right there? That's the top one. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. All right, now that end of the plug right there, that part right there has to squeeze in and then unplug it. So let me see if I can show you. You sure you got that? Mm-hmm. That part right there squeezes in and then unplug it. So squeeze in, unplug it. Now we have one down here. You can't even see where I unplugged that one, can you? Okay, now watch what I do, guys. What I'm gonna do here, so y'all can see this, is I'm gonna pull this little plug out, pop that out. So now you can see that one better. You see that one?
Tim, do your job.
All right, pull the tab in, unplug it. Take our harness, lean over here to the side. Now you got the rest of the harness right here. Just get it over there, because you want to make sure nothing's in your way. So you wrap that up and then get that out the way. The next thing we're gonna do is, everything's out of the way, everything's good. We're gonna pick up on our, now, okay, check this out, guys. We can do this. Now, this is, and I really shouldn't do it this way, because I should actually show you guys to take the fans out first, because taking this up can become kind of messed up. But we're gonna do this because of that lower radiator hose. We'll hit up against the AC compressor, but what we're gonna do is do this at an angle. So we're gonna make sure our lines is out of the way and everything. Pick it up. And you gotta be careful here. Come on the other side. I need you to show them this right here. See this AC line right here? And that bracket, you want to make sure you clear that. And it's gonna, come on, man, move it out the way, man. Get it out the way. Hey, get that hose right there. Top hose. You're so slow. All right, there we go. You are too slow, man. If it wasn't for the camera, I swear you'd be out of work. All right, let's go set this camera. No, we're not gonna set this to the side yet. What we're gonna do is bring this over here. We're gonna lean it back this way, over here.
Yeah, I want too slow to catch you. You like to drop that radiator.
And you can see right now, you see it draining out, guys and girls? You see? You got nothing but water. Dirty water there. All right, these bolts, remember these bolts we took off? We're gonna do now, we're gonna set those bolts back into place. Only over on this side. So, what we're gonna do here, remember on this side, we only had one. On this side, we had the two. And this way, you ain't got a bucket full of bolts everywhere. Just put them bolts back where they go. And all of them are the same, so you ain't got to worry about mixing them up and confusing them with this one down here. All right, and you see these grommets? Pull them grommets off. All right, we're going to set this thing to the side, out of the way. And you notice I'm leaning it up against the truck with the fans on this side. So just in case they don't mess it up. Mess up the core. All right, let's go back over here. Come on, man, hurry up, hurry up. All right, these two grommets. Let's set these two grommets back down where they belong. Inside there and inside there. We are looking good, guys. All right, when we come back, we're gonna start removing all these accessories and get this other stuff out of the way. We'll be right back. All right, guys and girls, let's get this going. All right, we're looking good. Look at all this room we got here. You notice I got a little marker here. Shake it up, we're good to go. Because what you want to do is mark all your belts so you know exactly where they go when you put them back together. And you don't really have to, I mean, except for the two belts, the AC and the power steering. The alternator is a wider belt, but it's just to be sure. All right, here we have the power steering. So what I'm gonna do is mark PS, power steering. Over here on this one, I'm gonna mark AC, and down here, ALT, alternator. So we're good to go with that. Now let's get these on. We got 3 adjustments here. We got an adjustment here, and an adjustment here for 3 belts. All right, the first thing you want to do, get some air right here. Get you a 14mm deep socket. 12, 13, 14. Now what you want to do is loosen up the wheels on each adjustment. 1, 2, 3. All right. Next, take your same 14. Let's get to the bottom one first. So what you want to do here, let's see if this is tightening or loosening. Right up under here. Matter of fact, you might have to. Yeah, you gonna have to get on there. So I don't have to.
Let's roll.
All right. You see this bolt right here? That's to adjust the alternator. And what I'm going to use here is, now it's probably a good idea to get up under it if you want and do this, but I'm so used to this. Got my 14mm right there. Get my air ratchet just like this. Hook it on. You can see the adjustment coming down. Now I am loosening, so just in case. Loosen it. All right, it's loosened. Our belt comes off. All right, get back up in the top then. Next thing you want to do, you got one right here. Loosen. You got one right here. Loosen it. Pop it off. You in my way. Do not mess with my mojo. You see, I'm on a roll here, and you in my way. Stupid. All right, let's get our belt off. 1, 2, and 3. Matter of fact, this one right here, I should have did this and showed you guys in it because I think we can probably get to it without doing it. To take off this cover is a good idea to keep that belt on there. Matter of fact, let's keep this on there. I'm gonna show you a little trick. Even though it's still loose. Let's put these belts to the party line. Right here. The line. Right there. Next, we got 4 10mm bolts here. So what I'm gonna do is get my 10mm deep. Get my air ratchet. And what I'm gonna do is take my hand and put pressure on that belt. Pop them off. Okay. Take our belt off. You could have took the pulleys off if you want. Doesn't matter. Put this belt was stuck up there. I mean, this thing had this belt's sitting up there so long. Look at that. It even stayed.
From his own shape, then.
Yeah. All right. So now, let's get this cover off of here. 4 nuts, we're going to take that off. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we got our 4 nuts off. We're going to take this pulley off. Now what you're going to do, this is going into the party line. Now we can either put it on the party line with the nuts in there, or just in case you don't have a party line, you take the nuts and put them back. Just by a few threads onto here. All right, so we're going to do this, and we'll be right. All right, guys, girls, we're back. Next thing we're gonna do is now we gotta take off this front cover. But before we take off the front cover, we gotta remove this bracket right here. But before we remove the bracket, we have to. Wait a minute. I can probably loosen those up and snake that. No, I still gotta do it. All right, we gotta take this bracket out of the way. But before we take the bracket out of the way, we gotta remove the AC compressor. Now I noticed something right here. We don't have to unplug it. We're just gonna lean it to the side. But see, this is dumb right here. Somebody put this wire together right here, and so it's not even a plug no more. So it changes. You gotta actually cut this mess and put it on. But anyway, on this compressor, there's 3 bolts, and you're looking at one right at the top. There's one right here. I'm gonna point to them, and Billy Bob gonna probably get to the bottom and check the other 2 out. One right here, and then there's one right here. And what I'm gonna be using here is I'm gonna be at the top. I'm gonna get my 3/8 drive air ratchet, 14mm shallow socket, and what I'm gonna do is be just like this. One, and I'm gonna get to the second one, and that. All right, you can go ahead. Unless you can see them right here. You want? You be in my way anyway. Get out of here.
Yeah, you better see too much of it. It ain't gonna make me no difference to be down here. You might step on me then. All right, let's go.
All right, so got one bolt right here. Now it's better to use the air because you got to remember, only back this off a little bit because your ratchet is going to get stuck up against that frame. So what we're going to do here is just get it down. I'm going to keep checking to make sure I can get my ratchet out of there. All right. I'm going to actually leave the bolts right in there. All right, that's one. Notice I'm doing the 2 bottom ones first because it's easier, so when on the top one it's easier to handle the compressor. Okay. All right, there's 2 out of there. All right, now we'll go to the top one. Uh-oh. Is there a 4th? I thought it was supposed to be 3, but damn it, man. Is this a... Dang it, there's a 4th. All right, guys and girls, there's a 4th one right inside, right there. And let's see if I can get it with my... You know what? I'm going to have to use the 14 deep. And what I'm going to do here, use my 3/8 drive ratchet. And let's see, I'm going to get in there. Right there. You see where I'm at? Mm-hmm. All right, let's break that loose. All right, let's see if I can get this by hand right now. Almost. I want this bolt to be my last one because it's easiest to get to. Dang it, man. Use our socket. And you notice I'm using my socket as more leverage. And I can just go ahead and take this off like this. All right, we got that. Now, let's get our 14 again. Get that out of there. Lean it right to the side. Now, once that's leaned to the side, if you can see inside here, you have, can you see that bolt right there? Mm-hmm. You got that bolt right there. And it feels like that's about it. Now, I can't get my air ratchet in there, not at all. So I'm going to have to use my 14mm shallow socket, my 3/8 drive air regular ratchet. I'm going to get in there, and you can see how I got in there. You can hear how tight that was. All right. Now, see, now I can move the compressor out of the way in case I want to take that bolt all the way out. All right, got that bolt out. I'm gonna put that bolt to the side because now we got one up under this pulley and two above it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mess around. Let's get my 14mm deep. 3/8 drive ratchet.
Let me see if I can see this one at the bottom first.
Oh, make sure. Oh, no, you probably have to go to the bottom to see that one. That one right here.
Oh crap.
But you can probably, hey, matter of fact, go on this side. Come on. All right, now you can see it. There it is right there, right? Got that?
Yep.
All right. You are slow, man. All right, he trying to come up with something to snap back at me with. He'll get me.
Don't get you.
All right, so let's break this loose first. Dang, that is tight, man. Somebody did this, man, and messed up completely. So let me get my air ratchet right here. Just try to break this. See, get out the way, man. Oh, that don't feel good. As it's coming out of there. Somebody definitely cross-threaded this bolt. This bolt's not supposed to be that tight. All right, now I'm gonna loosen up my top one. All right, so let's take them 2 bolts out. Let me see if this is aluminum, I don't know yet. All right, both bolts are the same size. Look like we might have another bolt sitting on the side over here. Oh yeah. I need you to see over here. Right here. You're gonna have to get on this. Look underneath.
Man.
Okay. Right back here. There's another bolt. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. Useless. All right, you see that? You see that bolt right there, guys and girls? That Billy Bob can't see. This bolt right here. Really at? Damn, where that bolt at?
Apparently you can't see it either.
That bolt right there. There's a bolt right there that we gotta take out, 14mm. All right, here you go. So what I'm gonna do, you know what? Because that bolt's way back there, and I know how tight these are. Let's get me a. You got my ratchet right here? Because.
Nope, not long. Oh, this guy's so sick of me right there.
I can't do my job, man, if you don't put the tools and camera. Is that so difficult to do? Tools, camera, tools, camera, tools. All right.
Don't forget I got to lay down and get back up.
Be right back. Here's the 14. All right, here we go. Got my long ratchet. Got a little swivel head on it. Put my 14mm up there. And the first thing I want to do is reach back there and get it up on that. There we go. And you see how far I'm at. Back right here. And let's break that loose. Is it loosen? I don't know either. Man, ouch. Man, I hope there ain't no more bolts on this thing. But I don't remember. There ain't no more bolts, man. Took that one out. Oh, son of a... Guys and girls, you ain't gonna believe there's another bolt over here. All right, we're gonna take this one out. I wish you can get a better look on this over here. Yeah. Cause so it looks like, guys and girls, it looks like there's 3 bolts over here to the side. Let me take out this one. All right, now notice this one's really short. So remember, we took out a long one over there, so we make sure we got them together. Now, I feel another one up here. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take this out and I'll be right back. You already going good, bum. All right, so we got our bracket up here right here. I got the last bolt. Take the bolt out. This bolt is short. Let's get our, swing our bracket from around here, and now we get a better look at this. You see this? I don't know if there's supposed to be a bolt right there, but it does look like it, doesn't it? It looks like there was supposed to be a bolt right here, but the only thing we had is this one, the short one, then we had the long one right here. That's what we had, and the compressor bolts right there, but we got those in there. And then we got the 2 bolts that are supposed to be the same. It's going right here and going right here. And what we're going to do is set this up on the party line. I'll set that up. We'll be right back. All right, guys and girls, we are moving right along. Next thing we're going to do, which you could have done from the beginning, but you don't have to do it now. Now is the point to do it. Disconnect the negative terminal of battery. Got a 10 millimeter? No, it's not.
Guys and girls, we'll be right back.
All right, guys and girls, let's get this off. This is an 11 millimeter. So I'm going to get my 11 millimeter deep or 11 millimeter wrench. Just going to loosen that up. Pull it off, lean it to the side. Make sure it don't snap back up like that. So make sure you got that thing tucked down somewhere where it can't do that. All right, so let's get to it now. The next thing we're gonna do is, let's put this up. Where's my air ratchet at? All right, got my sockets there, got my air ratchet going good. All right, we're good to go. The next thing we do, got our power steering pump. We're gonna move our power steering pump out of the way. And what we have here, first of all, down here you got this little wire. I'm gonna try to leave that wire connected up there. But we got a 14 here, a 14 here, and on the back, the back, we got a 14 right there. Why he's so slow? All right, let's get the one back here first. And I got my 14 millimeter deep, and I got it deep. But the problem is, you see that? It's gonna hit up against that bracket right there, which might cause me a problem. So you know what I'm gonna do? Let's put that up. And where's our 14 millimeter shallow? Where is it?
What is it on that ratchet?
All right, let's get our 14 millimeter short 3/8 drive. Let's go back here. Get that bolt out of there, just like that. Hold it in our hand. Let's go to the front. I should have took it off from the 2 bolts that's inside and left that on there, left it on a bracket. You know what, guys? Check this out. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do something different here. Let's put this bolt back in there. The bolt back there we're gonna leave. Now look between this pulley. You're gonna see 2 bolts, 12 millimeters.
Yeah, one bolt there. Let me get him a light, man.
Huh?
And you got another bolt right there.
All right, good. They see it. Get out the way. We're gonna go to the bottom one. Get our 12 millimeters. Take that out of there. Now, it might get stuck in there, but shut up. Why you offer advice when it's too late?
Well, it ain't too late, you still twisting it.
All right, got that out. Let's line up our top one.
I can't wait till tomorrow.
All right.
I'm gonna knock out 3 stages together.
All right, now we got this out right there. You still talking mess, ain't you? Now you see how this is in the way, guys and girls? Okay, now what we're gonna do is get our 10 millimeter. Or better yet, no, let's leave it just like that. It's because somebody already, as Billy Bob pointed, somebody already messed this clamp up right here. So what we're gonna do is right here, here's our mass airflow. Squeeze the plug right there, which they already broken. Unplug it, put it down. Unhook your air filter box. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out the way. Over the other way. Just pick this up. Put these bolts in here. We're gonna pull this off. All right. So in that way, we can lean our thing over to the side. And it might be a good idea to get some kind of wire or something to keep that over to the side. Let's put this down. And while we got it apart, get your 12mm socket with your bolts. And what you want to do is put those bolts back in the power steering pump. So you know exactly where they go. And you put them back together. Alright, and on the back, we got our 14mm. We're going to put that bolt back in there. Alright, we are looking really good, guys. The next thing we're going to do, you got to see this little bracket right here? This bracket's got to come off too. So now there's two ways to do it. Either I can take off the two bolts from the top and leave that one in there and everything, but let's not do that. Let's just take this whole thing off. And what we have here, we have 12mm bolts, 3 of them. One, 2, and 3. So let's take those off, and then we're gonna take this bracket out of there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we got our bolts out. Get this bracket out of the way. Now, you see somebody had already messed this up. You see the little clip right there? There used to be a clip onto the wiring harness holding that onto there, but somebody already messed it up. So now we're going to take our bolts and put our bolts back into place. All right, this to the party line. Now, check this out. One thing I did forget. I got these 2 nuts over here that I just wondered, like, where the heck they go? Billy Bob, you know where them 2 nuts go? See what I mean? That's the thing. We want to make sure that we put these bolts back, because sometimes you don't know, you put something off, you don't know where they go. And I just looked at them, I said, wait a minute, where those nuts go to? And then I remembered. And why that camera lens dirty? But anyway, he's still thinking. He's still thinking about it. These are the nuts to hold down the radiator. So we're going to make sure we put those back up here. So now, we ain't got to worry about it. And over here, oh, that's why this one came off so easy. Look at this, guys. This thing is busted. I mean, there's only one, this radiator is holding on about one thing. That is not good. That thing is whole messed up, man. It needs a radiator mount. So, and matter of fact, here it is right down here. It just broke right off. Look at that. We're going to put that up there anyway and stick it right there so we know where it's at. It might come off anyway. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we are in the room. Next thing we're going to do is we have to move the alternator to the side. But before we do that, we got to take that idle pulley off right there. We got to take that off. We already loosened this nut up. So we got to take this off, take the nut off. Then take the whole pulley and make sure, just in case anything comes off, you want to make sure it all stays together, and it is. You want to hold in the back of that, make sure you don't push that back and drop anywhere. Put the nut back on it. Now the reason why I'm taking that off is because we got an alternator bolt right here. Can't get that alternator bolt off with that in the way. All right, let's take our pulley, put it in the party line. Next up, we got 2 bolts. Get out of my way. We got 2 bolts. Let's see, they look like a 14. Yep, 2 14mm bolts. What we can do here, 14mm deep 3/8 drive. And I'm gonna break it loose. Wow, break this one loose. And right now, see, I'm close to the harmonic balancer. So what I'm gonna do, I got a 14mm deep, and what I'm gonna use is a 4-inch 3/8 drive, 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. The extension up here. I'm showing them the extension up here. All right, patience. Let's count to 5. 1, 2, you're fired. Let's go. All right, let's get this bolt out of here. Loosen this up first. This guy, there was no reason for this bolt to be that tight. All right, 1. 2. And this just starts swinging. It should start swinging. Let's get a little screwdriver or something. We got something new. I mean, don't do this. I'm using my pry bar. I mean my ratchet. You see how that moves right there? So let's get this other bolt out of here. And that should have just came off, but it's kind of stuck. And what I'm gonna do is you can use your pry bar. So I'm gonna use me a 3/8 drive extension. Just pry it over to the side, just like that. All right, because this is cover come off. You ain't gotta take it out right now. If you want, you can take it out if you want, but you don't have to. Now you got the 2 bolts right here. Now we can just leave it up there, or we can just. And you gotta. I just put that the wrong way. You got a short one and a long one. The long one goes to the top. Okay, and we got the short one at the bottom. We can't put the bottom one in. No, actually the bottom one is still going to that. So we gotta definitely take that alternator off of there, because it does look like it's going to that bracket. You know what? I'll be right back. Let me get a pry bar. All right, got our pry bar right here. We're gonna get our pry bar into there. I'm gonna hold this up. Let's lean that to the side, let it hang down there. And what we're gonna do while we're down, what we're gonna do is hold this up, get this up by hand. Get our bolt in there. Now, just lean that to the side. Now comes the fun part. We're gonna time to remove this whole cover. Now we got bolts in here, and I'm gonna show you where these bolts are. Where's my ratchet? Where's the flex head ratchet? Come on! Oh, there we go. All right, we got some bolts right here, guys and girls. We got, now pay attention to where these bolts are. We got 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So what we're gonna do here, now we got a 14mm deep with my 4-inch 3/8 drive extension, and what I'm gonna do is loosen them all up. That is not supposed to be that tight, so we'll put this in whenever they messed up back there. Okay. Okay. Okay, and we shake it a little bit, and it didn't move too much, so hopefully we got all the bolts out of here. But no problem. We'll see when we take that off. All right, so let me start the air compressor up so we can use our air ratchet, because we know we can't get that gun in there, can we?
No.
Huh?
Nope.
Dang, heck no. The condenser was out of the way, we could. All right. When we come back, we're gonna start the AC compressor, the air compressor up. So we're gonna be using the air ratchet. The air ratchet, man, you gotta pay attention to over here. Over here, you gotta pay attention to over here. We're gonna be using the air ratchet and get these bolts out. And it's gonna be kind of loud because we want that air compressor to build up all there to save it for that harmonic balancer. So let's start that air compressor up, and we'll be right back. Hard-headed something. You can pause it now. Come on, man. All right, let's get these bolts out of here. See the whole cover starting to loosen up. Make sure our bolts are nice and loose. All right. Take our cover, bring it off like that. Just put this on the party line. Be right back. All right, here we go. We got this apart. Look at this, guys. This thing is really tearing into that cover. And wow, that looks messed up. Oh well, let's start taking it apart.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up?
If you notice.
Look right here. You see how the
yeah, it's cutting into the thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, not just that it's cutting. Look, you see that slack right there?
Oh man, can you see it on the camera? You got that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
That
Something's
sounds
really messed up in here.
Yeah, the valves.
This is an interference engine,
Oh yeah.
but
that crankshaft sensor ain't gonna do no good for that right there.
I don't know. It might be still in timed enough where it ain't messed up. It might, so it might not jump. It might be.
Nah.
It might be. I'm telling you.
Good.
It might be still enough. It might not even jump. It might be loose. It might. I don't know. But when we get it apart, we'll see.
Okay.
But it don't look too. All right, guys. Let's get this done. Let's find out what's going on right here. Now the next thing we got, we can remove the harmonic balancer. We got a harmonic balancer bolt right here, big bolt. And let's see what size is that. What size look for you?
About a 24. Better be a 24.
It is a 22 millimeter.
Oh, yeah, I'm off.
Cause you're a cameraman, you ain't supposed to be doing this.
I can't believe I was off there. I can't believe it.
All right. We got 22 millimeter perfect drive. Let's get our air gun in here. And you can see, there's barely hardly any room right there. And good. And now what you can do, you can definitely move this condenser back, because you got the room to move it back. Make sure you hold it into place.
See how easy the earthquake is.
Yeah. All right. I still can put some good tight on this or something. This thing dropped in the pan, man. Do you figure it couldn't drop outside the pan?
Man, it's full of transmission fluid and everything. That's the left.
And you see I'm going at an angle because I want to make sure my gun do not hit this condenser. There we go. Okay, we got our bolt out right there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got that center bolt out. Next thing we're gonna do is get you a little brass hammer. Not nothing metal, because you don't want to mess the teeth up or the gears, the lines up on this harmonic balancer. And what we're gonna do is reach down here, hold our harmonic balancer, and you see I'm gonna be tapping from the back. Yo, man. Yo, I think I gotta hit you back here, cause
Sam.
all right, see it's walking off, so we'll be right back.
Hit it, you gotta hit that thing, man. There you go, there you go.
This thing's so rusty, man. Dang it. This thing is so rusty, guys. This thing is really messed up. That thing's supposed to just come right off of there. You make sure your pin is still there. It's a good idea to change this anywhere. All right. Let's get our air ratchet and a 10 millimeter. We'll be right back. All right, now, guys, we're gonna start taking off this cover. You can see this cover's already messed up. And this cover got 10 millimeter bolts going around it. We got the two top halves here. So let's go in here. Take off these top halves. Notice this bracket with the bolts in there. This bracket also comes across here, and it's right here. So all that's gonna pick right up together. All right. All right. So we can move this out of the way just like that. And then we got there's supposed to be a bolt right up under here, but that's gone. Put the camera down there.
Yeah,
Put the camera.
I got you,
You
but
got it?
I couldn't get all the way down where I had it. See the bolt.
All right. Get out the way now. All right, so that should be the bolts on that cover. Whew, look at guys, look at that. Look at the back of that belt. Wow. Dang. All right, let's go over here to the other side. Yeah, there's supposed to be a bolt over here and it's missing. But there is a bolt right here that they got in. Alright. Let's take off this cover. And, alright.
Bubba Sparks is getting ugly.
Guys, we want to get into some serious. Jesus, man, what the? All right.
You're supposed to have your tools on.
Let's get this top bolt. This bolt, we got a bolt right here. You notice all our bolts are the same size. All right, we got one up under here. Okay, we got one right here. We got one over here to this side.
I wonder why you make me move all out of coordinates instead of getting all of them around my area.
It shouldn't matter what I do. You're supposed to be able to capture everything. All right, and one important one right here and down at the bottom. Alright. Next thing we do is make sure everything is off. Pull our cover right off. Look at that cam sensor, guys. Look at that crank sensor.
God, what in the world? Oh yeah.
What is that? That look at this. That whole thing is messed up. This wheel right here is what triggers for the crank sensor. That's all messed up. Everything is messed up in here. Now we got to figure out why did this thing walk out like this. And we got a pulley over here. And this is a guide pulley. And this pulley has edges on it, which means that belt should have stayed inside. Which means, for some reason, it's only this one that's keeping it in place. And for some reason, maybe the crank had to come out to do that. Because on the back of the harmonic balancer, that keeps that into place, so it wouldn't walk out. Unless this pulley right here is no good. See what I mean? We still might be in time. But she's definitely gonna need this reluctor wheel. That's all messed up, and that's pushed. Dang it! What the heck happened there? Gonna get us a new gear. She got the new crank sensor, but I'm still worried about why this belt is walking out like that. That is not what you got, Billy Bob. Give me some ideas, man. And the weird part about it is, check this out, Billy Bob. It's not over here. It's staying in place. Notice it's still behind. It's just over on this side. Maybe we should loosen up this belt. Let's turn it around and try to get the camshaft marks lined up, and maybe the water pump. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the reason. Look at that, guys. Water pump messed up. So the water pump is leaning out like that and causing this belt to jump out like that. We got a mess here. So we need a water pump, timing belt. We need we're gonna get us a new idler pulley for the time belt over here. It comes in a whole kit. A new tensioner pulley. We're going to get a new reluctor wheel back there. She got the new crankshaft sensor, and we're going to get a new gear. We're going to get that straightened out. All right, we're going to let the customer know what we got, and we'll be right back. All right, guys and girls, over here. Now, what we're going to do before we confront the customer about what's going on, we want to see how these marks line up, and we're going to find out whether this is an interference mode or not. So what I want to do here, first I'm going to do is our crank sensor right here. Got a 2 10mm bolts. Oops, it's down here. All right. Let's get this out of the way.
Is it damaged?
bunch of metal on it.
Yeah, it's damaged.
Yeah, look at that.
It's damaged.
It's messed up. All right. Hey, where's our other 10mm bolt at? I don't know.
Yeah, we just turn it over to the
Yeah, it's down there somewhere. Look at that thing. Oh, okay.
I see everything fall back when you pushed it.
Yeah, I see it. Look at this, man. Here's the rest of the sensor.
Let me get it.
Or whatever that is. What the heck is that?
Like the belt.
It's like something. No, that ain't the belt. That's something. It's plastic, man. Like something got in there and you know. All right. You know what? Let me get a little hammer. Let's just walk this back a little bit. And now what I'm gonna do? Here's our bolt for the crankshaft right here. And what now this is a lot of space right here. You want to make sure you take up all this excess space. So the washer, we can't use the washer because see how it hits up against that nipple right there? It don't matter. I can cut that off because we're gonna get a new gear anyway. That's up to the customer unless she gets rid of the truck. So what I'm gonna do is try to get some wash, get some nuts. It all fit it right in there. Yeah, that fits perfect in there. Turn that this way. Put this on. Turn it this way. Yeah, that way.
What you all really want to do, make sure you have enough room between your nut and your washer or spacer, so you grab the thread, you don't have to worry about stripping it out from the crank. So be sure you have enough thread.
Okay, now we're gonna turn this.
Hey, what size socket in the right?
22. Did you know there's a 22?
I don't know what they know.
All right, now we're gonna go here and line these up. Now the way these are supposed to line up is these two marks up here. There's gonna be a mark right here, as you can see right there, and there's gonna be a mark on that one. And both of those marks are gonna line up right face each other on this side, and on this side, they're gonna do the same thing. See already we got a little problem here, because look at this guys down here. I started turning, and because that wheel is messed up right there, it's hitting right up against there. So let's try to get something to bang that out of the way. Let's get us a little chisel and a hammer. I mean, you can't do no more damage to this right now, so all that's got to be replaced anyway.
I wish you would leave it to the room to see.
Well, I ain't got time for that, man. I'm busy. I'm working.
All right, you guys, we're gonna get that back and be right back.
All right, knock that back a little bit. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's turning. Now, what we want to do. I did not. You heard that?
As far as the turning right there, the bolt tightening. There it is.
All right, this engine's done. Right now, we are hitting up against the valves. There's no question in my mind right now. I don't want to. See, I should be able to move this. I mean, I'm tightening.
Just tighten up a little bit more. Tighten up a little bit more. All right, now back it. See if it go in reverse.
You're not supposed to turn in reverse when it's off like that.
No, you
Like
don't.
that. But I can move that, but I can't.
Whoa. Back up. Watch it like the crank wobble.
Huh?
Like the crank wobble. Yep.
What do you mean wobble?
Look, you see the crank wobble? It shifts over.
It ain't shifting.
I mean the crank shift.
Is he seeing anything?
No. That crank shifts.
Nope, that's hitting.
That motor is done.
The best thing, guys, the best thing we can do at this point is.
Hold on. Let's go.
The best thing we can do at this point right now is remove the belt, put everything back in time, put a new water pump on it, put it together, and see if it starts. It doesn't look good. It does not look good, but that is an option we have here. Because as you know, sometimes a car can say interference engine, and it's actually not. So